Okay. Does everybody hear me? Can anyone hear me? Hello, hello.没有人听到声音吗 ？Hello, hello.
可以。
Okay. So start from 玉轩。
Okay. Hi everyone. Let me introduce what is fault detection and activity recombination using the human skeleton filter. Human activity recombination has attracted the attention of researchers in recent years. A significant number of works has been reported in the literature relating to this topic. Many such studies show that this is an exciting field to apply machine learning approaches. In this context, the detection of fault has spatial relevance because of the number of daily life application includes. This is common known thing. The risk of falling increase with age. They often cause painful injury that are causing because they are difficult to treat and heal. There are three ways to detect faults by using machine learning. The first one is wearable device. It can be embedded in smartphone or smart wristbands like Apple Watch, or placed on the waist of subjects to simplify the detection of a field. However, they have the disadvantage that the device must be placed on the subject bodies. The second one is the use depth images obtained by camera and depth sensor, which provide the distance to the detected object using an infrared sensor. All this kind of system allow the cementation of the human body on the image, and they provide contactless and non-intrusive at the same time, and intrusive monitoring. The third is use of the human skeleton dictions, open the possibility for detecting not only fault but also different kinds of activities for several subjects in the same size. So this approach can be useful for real environments, where many people may be acting at the same time. And these works focus on improve the performance of fault detection and activity recognition using only the video data, and the result can be improved significantly by using articulate bodies extract from the video. There are 3 steps to experiments. The first one is feature extraction process. The second one is data drive models. The third one is evaluation matrix. The advantage were discovered by this experience mode. It shows that human activity can be recognition using the posture of the person on the video image. Second one is the joints of the skeleton are easy interpretable by human. Third one is the approach can also be useful to perform multi-person activity recognition in the same sense. And I think full education is very important things. And I said at the beginning, fall is very common. In addition, the nursing performation often require patients to be assessed for falls. I think it's a good use of this fall detection technology. Nursing manpower can be reduced and can reduce patient injury rate and reduce medical disputes. And the above is my report. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. So, the left time is the Q&A. So if you have any questions, please type the questions in the chatting box, and Yushen will answer you. Okay, maybe start from me. I don't know what exactly is the fall mean, because you said that this mechanism is the fall detection, and the fall is there is a index or something. I'm not really sure about that.
A fall is mean maybe the elder wake up and he want to go bathroom, or for what he falling on the floor, or he or she want to standing, but she can not walk. Yes,
Oh,
like
okay. So maybe to detecting the opportunity that will falling or something like injury?
Yes, just like the monitor will focus their acting to act to
Okay, thank you. So is there anyone have questions? Okay, maybe no. And we carry on. The second speaker. Pony, is you preparing for your PPT?
Yes, I'm trying to open it. Right.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Okay. Here I'm going to introduce AI in breast cancer imaging diagnosis. By 2020, breast cancer surpassed lung cancer as the most common type of cancer worldwide, with the highest incidence and second highest mortality rate. With the continuous development of new drugs with better efficacy and lower toxicity, breast cancer has become a malignant tumor with a better prognosis and a concept of prevention and treatment of breast cancer has gradually shifted to treating it as a chronic disease and formulating a series of management strategies from screening to treatment and follow-up after diagnosis. Therefore, early detection of breast cancer has become a key link in the whole management of breast cancer, which can help improve the cure rate and significantly reduce the mortality rate. To date, imaging detections have been widely applied in early detection and clinical staging of breast cancer. However, several tricky issues have become increasingly prominent in clinical practice. On the one hand, the larger amount of image data and low quality of ambiguous features generated during the diagnosis of breast cancer place heavy workload on radiologists. Therefore, optimizing the performance of AI-based breast cancer screening and diagnosis is of great importance in better assisting the work of radiologists. In this review, we discussed the applications of AI-based imaging detections, including mammography, ultrasound, MRI, and PET in breast cancer screening and diagnosis. The development of AI-assisted breast imaging diagnosis is based on computer-aided detection or diagnosis and is called CAD system. As a primary version of ML, CAD is used to help radiologists with tiny tumor lesions that may be missed by integrating mathematics, statistics, imaging processing, and analysis by computer. However, a high false positive rate and biopsy rate resulting from CAD identification in clinical practice limits its usage in clinical practice. To improve the performance of CAD, the input image data is used as training set to build a model, and end-to-end learning is achieved, including the processes of clinical data set acquisition. And so cancer prevention and control strategies are currently focused on secondary prevention, cancer screening for high-risk populations, and early diagnosis is a key component of breast cancer control strategy. The greatest value of AI in breast cancer screening might lay in the efficient search of tumor lesions from the huge number of images of healthy people, which greatly reduces the workload of imaging physicians. And it not only reduces the workload, and it also prevents overlooking and misinterpreting. But however, the accuracy of the model, its interpretation accuracy still needs more data and time to improve. And this is my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And if there are any questions, please again leaving on the chatting box. So no one have the questions? Okay, so maybe, okay, so next is me. Okay, and I share my screen. Okay, so hello everyone, and it's my turn to talk about the application in artificial intelligence in my major. And today's topic, I will focus on the cancer targeting. Okay, and I will separate into two parts. And for the first part is the scopes. It means the range, exactly examined by the algorithms. And the second part will be the last time I have mentioned there are two algorithms. Separately is the network-based and machine learning-based algorithm, how to take steps into examination. Jump into the categories to examine the scope. Okay, so we'll separate into four parts and represent the epigenetics, genomics, proteomics, metabolomics, and we'll be into difference and the example. So start from the epigenetics. It's an epigenetic to study the DNA modification without changing the DNA sequences. And in this case, we can know that the basic mechanisms and to design the targeting therapies for the cancer. And so for the example, some epigenetics regulators. Regulators means some proteins. Well, surrounding the histone lysine, well, it is crucial in the oncogenesis. And the oncogenesis means that tumor, well, this study is focused on it. Okay, for the next part is the genomics. And genomics will be more familiar because it studies the genomics materials in the broad scale. And by this, we can look the elements in a more big scale and know the whole sequence. And by compare the sequence similarity in a whole genome scale, we will know the gene family networks. And for example, we can transform some genes expressions and interactions data for identify further cancers. And for the third part is the proteomics. And for the proteomics is to study about everything and study everything about the proteins. So for example, is the quantifications or some protein-protein interaction and so on. And for its importance, it can, by some examination, we can identify vital proteins that affect the controllability. And to by only disease protein, we can know the disease protein. And for the final parts, we also examine the metabolics. And the metabolics is including the biofilm, cells, and tissues. And in our body, subtle alternation will be detecting, and it will affect the whole body. So this part is very important in knowing the cancer processes. And for example, from these studies, we can look some knowledge in a systems level, and maybe some study will research in the study of the flow control. It is important to inhibiting the tumor's growth. Okay, so after talking about exactly examination range, we can start from to talk about how to use the network-based algorithm, one of the algorithm. So, and the first step is the differential expression analysis. What it means. So, first we will collect many the data. And from this, it can showcase the correlation between the gene expressions. And for the second part, by overlapping the different data, we can give rise to the identification for a dynamic tree. A dynamic tree means that it will separate, and just like the tree, and to classify many the categories. And for the third steps is the modular preservation analysis. And this step is to compare the stability, and gene in RNA. And module is highly interconnecting genes. And maybe we can to imagine that the gene is more similar and will be more simple to understand. And for the fourth step is modular trait relation analysis. And in this step, will be further to check if the gene is really connected to our target. And for the fifth step is the final step after a long process. So we can know how we really note and want what genes. And the cube means the corn genes, and we will know the characters. Okay, so for another algorithm is that the machine learning based algorithm, and the first step is to determine the proteomics data with high purity and also identify the several cluster. Okay, so first step, we will use the k-means clustering and some arrays. And k-means clustering means that the k is the group. What we want, if the k is 1, we will separate into one group. And the k is 2, we'll separate into 3 groups. And In this way, by a high purity protein, and those things can be grouped. And for the second step, we will compare the clustering results based on their subtypes. It means that we can show in molecular types such as DNA methylations or protein expressions and so on. And for the third steps, we will apply similarity network fusions for the tumors. And for these steps, the similarity network fusion means SNF. And by this, it can identify the tumors by different groups, different cluster, and solve the problem that which separated tumor cluster can be collect together and to compare their similarity. And so for the final step, we will combine with the molecular pathway and find the outcomes. We will use the proteomics-based signaling pathway and to distinguish the disease subtypes. And it aims to differentiate the tumor subtypes. And also, we will use the neighborhood analysis. And in this step, we can to know the biomarkers and surely be checked. Also, after a long process to explain this, I come to a conclusion. So what those algorithms means to us. So in my opinion, so based on the mention above, algorithms can apply in many ranges, some epigenetics or some genomics, many fields, and it provides us the convenience and more accuracies. However, we also need to make more efforts to prove this system and to keep up with the technology. Okay, so this is my presentation. Thank you. So if you have any questions or I'm not clearly to explain, you can type your questions on the chatting box. For in my major, maybe for some molecular mechanism will be a little bit strange because in the past we most to study in the real world we can see the body, but so maybe it will be a little bit difficult. Okay, so if you don't have any question, maybe we carry on our presentations, and next one can prepare for your PPT.
Okay, I will be presenting on automatic wheelchairs. The first is what is an automatic wheelchair? The automatic wheelchair use AI and sensors, IoT, and other technologies to automatically transport human to their destination. demonstration tests have been underway in hospitals for about 3 years. Next, I would like to introduce the advantages of using an automatic wheelchair from the patient's perspective and from the medical staff's perspective, respectively. The advantages from the patient's point of view are not getting lost on the way to the destination and not having to think about inconveniencing to others. Another advantage from the medical staff's point of view is that it can solve the shortage of manpower and it can reduce the burden on medical staff. In Japan, the shortage of medical staff has always been a problem, and the burden on a single staff is very heavy due to the shortage of labor. However, the introduction of automatic wheelchairs will eliminate the need to escort patients, which may help to alleviate some of this problem. Finally, I would like to talk about the problem of automatic wheelchairs. The three main issues are operability, safety, and high cost. In particular, the automatic wheelchair costs it's 10 times more than high price than normal wheelchairs. Yes, that's all. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. And if you have any questions, you can type. Or maybe we can just say, okay. So maybe start from me. I have a questions. And you said that the manpower shortage is the questions in Japan. So is your students major in nursing much? Or I think because both in Japan and in Taiwan, we are going to a elderly society. So I'm just curious about in one your how many students in your class?
Okayama University's nurse student is 18.
18.
Yes.
One class 18.
Yes.
And one grade you have one class or two class?
One class, just
One class.
Yes.
Oh, so it's similar to CGU. Okay. So is there any questions? Okay, maybe no, we can carry on and the next one can prepare for your PPT.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Today, I want to show you about how artificial intelligence helps diseases diagnosis with the use of PET image. Before introduce artificial intelligence technique, I want to show you about what is PET image and why it need artificial intelligence to help it. PET image is an abbreviation of position emission tomography, also an imaging test that can help reveal the metabolic or biochemical function of your tissue and organs. The PET scan uses a radioactive drug called a tracer to inject into a vein within hand or arm. The tracer will then collect into areas of your body that have higher levels of metabolic or biochemical activity. This often pinpoints the location of the disease. With the reconstruction of the image, we can see clearly where the site of diseases is, and also show both typical and atypical metabolic activity. A PET scan can often dictate the atypical metabolism of the tracer in diseases before the disease shows up on other imaging tests, such as CT or MRI. And the PET image can be used in many fields of disease diagnosis, especially in dementia, heart disease, and the discrimination between benign and malignant tumors. The PET image can also combine with CT, which is called PET-CT or MRI-CT. PET MRI scans to fill in the gaps of other scanning. Because CT have faster scanning speeds, sometimes patients have to hold their breath while scanning. So while executing attenuation correction, CT image might be in different respiratory phases compared to PET image, so that shows misalignment and reduce accuracy of image information, and that patients monitor data will be in distortion. The problem of artifacts not just cause misalignment, but it also affects the contrast, resolution, shape, and the texture of the image. In order to lower the effects of the artifacts, there is a technique called artifact correction. This kind of artificial intelligence technology can help reduce artifacts and enhance scanning efficiency. People do not have to mix the PET image with CT or MRI image on their own. But this kind of technology still have some problems, such as ethical issue caused by using artificial intelligence or a lack of single objective or universal metric to help correct all image all at once. The next one is fused image generation. Just as I speak, PET image can be combined with CT or MRI image, but this kind of work is a little bit complicated. Like it have to go through normalization or standardization. But AI can help us to do this thing easier, like the motion-free brain. It helps generating PET MRI image. It can generate fused image automatically, and if a patient is moving while scanning, it can enhance the sharpness to have a more clear image. And the other one is called Adam platform. This platform has several functions, which is to help generate PET-CT image. It also can generate fully automatic PET-CT fusion images and increase scanning efficiency and can improve image quality and compared to manual. That's all my report. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is anyone have questions? And after hearing your report and Pengyi's report, so the artificial intelligence in radiologists is focused on to lower the cost and to increase the resolution in your image. They focus on these upgrading things.
Yes. It can enhance the accuracy, and we can see more clearly of the image.
Okay, so is anyone have questions? Okay, so maybe no, we can carry on. So next one can prepare for your PPT.
Okay, can you hear it? Can you hear it? So I'm measuring. I'm measuring medical radiology techniques. So I would like to talk about diagnostic imaging and AI application. Sorry, I will introduce the outline of the diagnostic imaging and AI. Medical AI was introduced early in diagnostic imaging, and the algorithms were developed for video analysis technology. AI is used for finding heart disease, cancer, stroke, and so on. Also, it's used for analyzing dental images. So next, I will explain some characters of AI by each field. So firstly, heart disease. AI can detect heart failure, arrhythmias, and variable heart disease. It can detect from chest X-ray images. So it can be used at rural areas or sites with human resource shortage. Next, cancer tests prevents missed police, both on and spot, and it leads to early detection of cancer. It is easy to treat. It helps less experienced doctor. Diagnostic imaging supports AI. It can reduce medical image. It also can identify diseases, suggest candidate disease claims, find abnormal areas. Vision, I think that the AI is very beneficial in the current situation. There are shortage of human resources. I think that AI should be introduced and developed more. Thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you. So is anyone have any questions? Okay, no one. Okay, so maybe next one can prepare for your PPT.
Okay. I want to introduce smart intensive care system. This is an AI application in nursing field. ICU work is demanding and highly stressful. The demand for ICU is continuously increasing. However, there is a relative shortage of nurses. So optimizing the working conditions and process in the ICU is important to improve its efficiency and the level of patient care. Intelligent ICU is a new world management model that has been developed based on communication technology, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, robotics, and big data. In Taiwan, a similar intelligent critical care system has been designed. It's called TED ICU. The application of this system brings several advantages. This system can real-time monitoring through instantly collect, analyze, and display patients' physiological data, including heart rate, respiratory rate, blood pressure, oxygen saturation, and other vital indicators. Medical personnel can stay updated on the patient's condition. They can also promptly identify and address critical situations. After the patient is admitted to the ICU, the system instantly uploads all health data from monitors and other devices to the database. All information is immediately integrated and displayed on the dashboard with patient's urgency level, color code for easy identification. Nurses don't need to frequently enter and exit the ward. Compared to the pace, this not only improves work efficiency, such as reducing nurses' handover time and minimizing paper usage, but also enhance patient care quality by reducing infection rates, tube dislodgement, and shorter hospital stay of patients. TED ICU can also provide early warning for delirium and sepsis in the ICU. For example, when a patient's consciousness status uploaded to the system by nurses, it will automatically screen for high-risk patients with delirium. The study have shown that TED ICU successfully predicted delirium in 16 out of 154 patients, and among those, 7 were diagnosed with the delirium. The study demonstrated the accuracy of this system. TED ICU come equipped with alerting mechanisms when a patient's physiological data exceeds preset range. The system will issue alerts, reminding nurses to pay attention to the patient's change status and take swift actions. Swift action. All in all, the application of
Yishen, are you okay? Also, okay, maybe I check the situation. So maybe we maybe take a rest, and I still contacted with the Yunshen to check the situation.
他现在组长，他现在在那个重新进来。
OK， 好。Okay. If you prepare, okay, you can carry on.
Sorry, should I continue?
Okay, that's okay.
Okay. All in all, the application of TED ICU can enhance the medical safety of critically ill patients, increase the efficiency of medical personnel, and improve patient treatment outcomes. However, this system cannot entirely replace the role of medical staff. Instead, it serves as auxiliary tool to provide comprehensive and accurate patient monitoring and management. Okay, this is my conclusion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And does anyone have questions? Anyone can? No. I have a questions. I want to ask that this system is focused on the ICU, and in the normal room for the patients, do another system also works to take care of patients, or just now we the smart intensive care system only focus on this field?
Because ICU patients are more critical and need to monitor vital signs frequently. So, need this system more other word.
So maybe maybe nowadays the nursing field maybe more pay emphasis on the intensive care.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so maybe next one can prepare for your PPT.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let me start my presentation. I will talk about conversational AI system. And what is the conversational AI? It is intended to improve the efficiency of operations and the value provided. It enables communication more like human-to-human conversations. And this is the history of conversational AI. And most people say that the first example of conversational AI is ELIZA, which is developed by MIT. And you can see many products, but most of them don't have emotion of their own and cannot realize what human beings are feeling when they are talking about when they are talking with someone. Okay, this is the example of conversational AI. And this is the first one. And this is developed by Fuji Software, and they are used for rehabilitation and recreation after surgery as a mental support. Daily enjoyment can be given to patients who are anxious about various things. In home health care, patients can be watched naturally, but rather than monitoring as is done with security cameras. So people who live alone or elderly people can feel more comfortable. And this is the second example. This is Paro. It is used as a tool for mental health care. For example, in the house, and people with dementia, depression, mental illness, autism, and Down syndrome. And don't show negative reactions, so patients can be more relaxed by using them. And it also used for yeah, and this is used in Sweden in that pediatric word. And next is Haru-san. And it allows for a personalized response to the patient's individual condition. It is also easy to point out errors on the part of the therapist. And the ability to sense the sick. So the sick makes it easier to notice any abnormalities. And this is the conclusion. In the nursing field, there are a lot of AI which they are used to communicate with patients. Recently, AI has been developed that not only analyzes numerical values, but also understands the emotions of
patients and can provide personalized care. Although the system is still in the process of development and there are many unclear points, I thought that nurses and AI together could provide care to better suit patients' need. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. So, is anyone have questions? So maybe no, I have one. Based on you mentions the Paro, that robots, I want to know that that robot is normal in Japan's hospital because it's cute and CGU is besides or there is a memorial hospital and there has a children hospital and maybe these robots is better suited for the children and I wonder if it's normal using in the Japan and also besides using in the children is this robot also using in the adults?
And this Paro is made in Japan. Japan's company made this. And so I want to tell that this Paro is also used in the Sweden. Yeah. And so I don't know the Paro is used for adults, but I think but I think elderly people can also feel comfortable by using this. Okay, thank you. So, and is anyone have questions? So if maybe no, we can take a rest for maybe 10 minutes and for after the rest we have to discuss the next time's meeting time and the schedule. Okay, so maybe we come back 7:44 in Taiwan and 8:44 in Japan. Thank you.
Okay, maybe we can start. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So I want to discuss with you the meeting time and if the teacher is absent, will our meeting still carry on? So maybe maybe start to discuss the meeting time. From the schedule you provide us, I think for the next week, the whole week, everyone has their own personal things, so we can't meeting. So I wonder if our next meeting time to be on the August 16th this time. Is anybody not available in August 16th? If you are available, please press the raise buttons and I can see. Raise button, this. I can see your your availability. Yes. If you okay, please raise the hand. Okay. So maybe our next meeting will schedule at the same time in August 16. And I also want to discuss with you is that the next meeting what we gonna to do. Because we have left two meetings for our class in my from the teachers thinking. So maybe I think next time we can start with our presentation, the artificial intelligence associated with the dementia. And for this project, we have to separate our works, and we may focus on your major in artificial intelligence and associated with the dementia. So maybe for the next time meeting, we can do think. Is anyone have any thinking about our presentation with the dementia? No. Or you think that maybe okay. Maybe next time meeting we can report it our films artificial intelligence application with our major and also associated with the dementia. And because the teacher will be available, so she can she can realize what is our preparation status. Is there okay for you? Maybe to also prepare same as this time, to prepare for 3 to 5 minutes presentation and associated with the dementia. If you okay, please raise your hand. Okay, so maybe we next time to prepare this. And because the teacher is absent, so I'm not sure if for the OU students can CGU student and OU student to we can change our social medias account, Instagram and Twitter. Maybe we can follow each other's life and can type your account on the chatting box. For me is this. I'm not sure if you use the Instagram or the Twitter. So maybe yes. Okay. Oh, and I'm curious about one thing. The teacher and CGU teachers pay a visit to the OU University, and you have met them? No. Oh, okay. 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 So, is anyone have questions? We is T Chisato-san. Is you here?
Yes.
Okay. Because I don't see you. A camera is open. Okay. Do you use the Instagram or not?
And I use it, but I
もう、使いの 使いのソーシャルメディアは、ツイッターでもっと、もう、インスタグラムは少しだけ使います。Is this correct?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Okay. So maybe if there's not any questions, I will report the meeting time and the schedule on our line group, and also to tell the teacher what is our next time meetings details. Okay. So okay, goodbye. Bye bye.